before she wakes up. Hold on, I'll be back. Alright, never mind. My baby is actually sleeping on me, so I'm doing this live while she's sleeping on me. Otherwise, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to jump on. Today, I want to talk about affording something. I hear this all the time. I can afford it or I cannot afford it. And what, when you say that, what comes up? What feelings coming up when you say you cannot afford something? And it's a mindset thing. Money is never the issue, really, because if you look at putting money numbers, right, measurable. Affording is a mindset thing. You choose what you can pay for something or you cannot pay for something, prioritizing what you want and what you think is important. And you're gonna have the money. You're gonna thank you, baby. The money's gonna come when you if you really think about it, right? Like my point is such a mindset thing, and the fact that when you say you cannot afford something, what are you attracting? More things that you cannot afford. Because if you really look at it, you have things, you possess things, right? That are paid by money, and you somehow came up with the money to have that. Whether you get it now or later, somehow you're able to possess that thing by spending money on it, or I don't know, somebody gave it to you, maybe you have asked as a gift from somebody, right? You somehow ended up getting it. So the point, what is she trying to
just laying on me.
okay, so my point is switch your wording around. Instead of saying I cannot afford it, think, do you really want it for number one? Is it worth the value that thing costs? A lot of the times when we say, I cannot afford it, it's usually the things that you're not finding value, as much value. Or you think if you spend that money, you're not going to get the same amount or more value back in return. That's why you say you cannot afford it. And it's also like a habit thing. Some people are so used to saying it that it just becomes a habit. Oh, I cannot afford this. I cannot afford this. But then if you really sit down and actually figure things out, if you break it down, like how much money you have in your account, right? And some people say, I don't have money, or I don't have the money for this. But then if we really look into your bank account or really look at how much money you have, you really can be resourceful with where you can afford it. And it's so subjective too. So it just is, my point is really think about what you're trying to get out of it by saying it. Is it serving you? Right? If it's not serving you, switch it around. How can I get the money for this? If it really means that much to you, you're gonna find a way. There always is a way. Whether you believe in God, like a specific religion, or you're spiritual, there's a higher source, higher power. Some people believe in angels. Some people believe in there's God, there's spirits, all these different things. Whatever you believe, right? You'll find a way to get the things that you want, that you really need, especially when you ask for it in most cases. And even if you don't get it, it might be because you're actually attracting what you're getting and what you're not getting. So definitely think about what you're saying. And why would you say you cannot afford it, right? Because you ended up having something that can probably cost a lot more if you really look at it measurably, like money-wise. That's another thing to think about. All right, so definitely don't hang up on that word I cannot afford it and make it a habitual thing. Okay, just throwing it out there. Okay, that is all for today. My kids are still awake. I'm gonna try to get them to bed. I know. Thank you all for watching and have a great night or night over here, maybe day over wherever you're watching from. And if you could drop in the comments below where you're watching from, that'll be great. Talk to you all soon. Bye.
And right now I'm coloring